And we're back to West of Loathing. Just hopped out of the building on accident, so let's get back to it.
Don't talk to that yet.
Don't talk to that thing yet.
That's actually the DLC.
Oh. What's up with horse knees?
Hello there, and welcome to Dirtwater Mercantile.
Oh, the Mercantile. Oh, this is a lot.
That's an emporium right there.
Do I have 500? I do have 500. Read this to learn a new bean slinging skill.
Also, look at the second one.
This is a bag of patented Shroom Grow Miracle Fungal Fertilizer guaranteed to increase the size and intensity of any mycological specimen.
Gary will want this.
Gary.
So that is a boost for Gary.
Gary.
You'll probably want
Gary-like.
the Beancraft first, but just letting you know.
Ah.
Hey, you found the map.
I got the map.
Map.
So, going over to my side, I don't need a broken board. Where they sell this, this item is currently equipped. How's the broken board still equipped?
Because you didn't equip anything else.
Oh, I thought you had. Do you have two things equipped? Because you also equipped the cow artifact.
Well, we
Oh.
don't need the broken board.
Wait, is the broken board not offhand?
Let me look. There we go. So crowbar probably does more damage.
I mean, like in your picture, it shows the board and your offhand.
Yeah.
But I don't know where the cow. Like, does the. But
Oh,
also-
so the cow.
is in a different thing.
What?
It's a different thing.
How many offhands do you have?
I got all the offhands.
That's weird.
I'm very confused by your offhands. Well, I'd keep the board for now then.
Well, the crowbar does more.
Oh, yeah. That's a good point.
Let's kind of look at our stuff a little bit. We might keep that. We could probably sell that spider rig if we're never going to equip it.
But you could use it later.
We could use it later. Silver nuggets just for selling.
Unrefined meat, I think. No, there's something to do with that later. I think.
I think that's good. That's good. Gonna get my Beancraft. A new map location. That's cool. I see. All right. Let's do Advanced Beancraft, Volume LIX. I don't know my Roman numerals well enough to say the number.
Isn't that 59?
59. This is a cookbook specialized in bean recipes. Beans. There's a recipe for a wall-shaped pile of beans that looks pretty interesting. Gives Bean Wall, a spell that will create a wall of beans that provides cover for ranged attacks. There's an article about butter and an article about beans, and a juxtaposition gives you an idea. Gives butter beans, a spell that reduces an opponent's muscle, mysticality, and moxie. It includes a chapter about making human-sized or larger automatons and binding them to your will to help with kitchen tasks. Gives Bean Golem, a combat skill which summons a powerful golem to fight for you.
Which one sounds like fun?
I always like more people.
Bean Golem it is.
You practice making syrup of the beans until you're pretty good at it. You got Bean Golem. Unfortunately, one of the earlier experiments, he gets a little rowdy and eats the book. Aw, shucks. Hello, lady. This girl selling flowers. I'll buy a flower. Sweet smelling flowers. Plus 15 stench resistance. They really smell good. This item goes in your offhand. But we're not equipped in it.
Not yet.
Maybe next time you're going to dig in a spittoon, you can do
Just-
that. Counteract the grossness.
Throw some flowers in there. A big cabinet of locked post office boxes. One of those newfangled telegraph machines. Hi there, I'm Victoria Goldwait. Any mail for me?
Nope.
Darn. Thanks again. That lady looks angry. A vacant lot? Also a vacant lot. Jail. The clerk clears her throat. Howdy, are you the sheriff here?
No, we don't currently have a sheriff.
Offer to be sheriff? I could be sheriff. Maybe?
Do you have law enforcement experience?
Not really.
Have you been to sheriff school?
No.
Do you have any existing relationship with Dirtwater's local government? Are you familiar with all the local ordinances? Do you even live here?
No.
Then what, may I ask, in tarnation makes you think you'd be qualified to be the sheriff?
I just assumed.
You just assumed that you could mosey into town and become sheriff on your first day?
When you put it that way, she snorts.
If I had 5 meat for every wide-eyed protagonist-looking kid who wanders in here thinking they're the most important tenderfoot to ever strap on iron, I wouldn't need this dead-end clerking job.
Sorry.
It's okay. Like I said, happens all the time.
I'm going to offer to help. Need any help until you find a new sheriff?
Sure, if you're any good with a gun, there's always somebody in need of some justice. Wanted posters are back there. Cells are over yonder.
She points behind her and off to the right, respectively. I'm going to take my leave.
You can look at the posters.
It's a wanted poster. No, wait. You misread it. It's a wasted poster. Close enough. I'm going to read it. This poster reads, Wasted. The Snipey Hat Gang.
Stripey.
The Stripey Hat Gang. For grand theft, paint, and tasteless hat vandalism. Last seen in the vicinity of Cavern Canyon. 1,000 meat reward. Dirty, rotten paint thieves and low down, no fashion sense hat vandals. Despicable. Want to go after them?
Yes.
Yeah. You discovered a new map location. Cavern Canyon. It's a wanted poster or wanted poster. If accuracy is important, read it. Wanted. The House in the Desert Gang for a mortgage, non-payment, squatting, and general public nuisance. Also for murdering 2 collective agents. Last seen at the house in the desert. 500 meat. You wonder if the house is named after them or if they named after the house. In any case, at least their location is unambiguous. Want to go after them? Yeah. You take the note from the location of the house and resolve to bring the house gang to justice. You discover a new map location. House in the desert. I got it. We got it. And a ghostly jail cell. That's interesting. Thanks again, lady.
All right. Well, you could probably go try and...
Leave her alone. Go some places? Like the desert house? Or the Cavern Canyon?
or the railroad camp, or Fort Cowardice.
We'll work our way up the map. You find a crate lying on the side of the trail. It's a lid knocked loose. It has fell off the back of the cart LTD stenciled on the side, which seems to be a bit on the nose, but hey, free stuff is free stuff. Open it up. You fish through the crate and help yourself to the meager but free contents of a length of rope and a handful of nails. As you dismount and approach the house where the bandits are pulled up, you hear a voice that inside say, "What was that?" Looks like you're going to have to be sneaky if you want to avoid a full-on fracas. Sneaky is my middle name. Wait, really? Yes, Sneaky is my middle name. If you say so. Thanks.
All right. Now, I'll just go ahead and tell you,
Yeah.
you have to find different items to do this one correctly. You don't have to do it correctly, but it's up to you.
But if we want to be.
Oh, be careful. Oh, being careful. Quiet house. Angry dog. Gary hoping you are sneaking.
Am I going to ask Gary what we should do next?
What should we do next, Gary?
west to going fast, okay? Big iron snake to riding, so fast taking us.
A big iron, you mean the train.
Yes, asking for training mans.
Any other ideas? Should get that salt pepper.
Saltpeter.
Salt. Peter.
The salt pepper.
Salt pepper.
That's when you're lazy and put them both in one shaker.
Thanks for the reminder, Gary. You are handy. So
You just walk it into the cactus.
yeah. Can we walk far enough away from the angry dog? From the sounds of it, you say the doghouse contains an angry dog. This doghouse contains an angry dog. Weigh my options. You're not going to be able to get past it without alerting the game inside the house. Back off. What was the other option? This doghouse contains an angry dog. Very funny. You're not going to be able to get past this without alerting the gang inside the house. So I got to look for something back here. Something.
I'll just go ahead and tell you, you won't find what you need here specifically.
Okay. So we're going to sneak our way out of here. Save that for a later time. We'll do what Gary wants. Skeleton approaches you in the jittery stop-motion way that skeletons do. Judging by its head, it appears to be a skeleton of a bean slinger. You remember the classic saying, all bean slingers die like normal people, but sometimes they keep walking around and casting spells at you afterwards. I'm going to want to fight him. Let's get some experience on this one. Once per fight. We'll be... Boop. Go get him, Bean. Yeah. Ouchie. It's hot. Good job, Bean Golem. You're the MVP.
Man, that bean golem hits like a truck.
You beat up the skeleton and search for its loot, which is much easier with the skeleton than the most other types of people. XP, 11. Skeleton bone. Bean-stained pants. 24 meat.
You should check out those bean-stained pants.
Can you equip some pants? Yeah, good.
Now they're equipped. Plus 3 spell damage.
Nice.
Nice. Requires forging, which I do not.
At some point, though, maybe you can spend some XP on that.
I could.
Is that something you can XP?
That is.
Correct. How much experience do I got? I got 13. Grit looks pretty nice. Liver capacity.
Liver capacity is how many foods and drinks you can have active.
So we could get like... Oh, that's expansive.
Yeah, so you can... Well, you see how it works.
I think a little grit wouldn't hurt. Take that. Cool. Just like the old saying goes, when life gives you cannons, make a cannonade. Rolled outside. You climb up the watchtower and take a look around. Nice view up there. Administration. This cabinet is mostly empty, but there's a handful of boring personnel records in the back of one drawer. Examine them. They're incredibly boring. No, really, I want the details. Fine, you read one. Charles Stern, clerk, pay grade C4, B12-9-37, December, missed days 8, accrued sick days 88. Satisfied? No, another. Is it going to be just...
I believe your December is actually deceased. Because it's got a born date and then a deceased date.
December.
Nope, it's just December.
That one's no December. Now you're just looking at the same ones you've been reading before. What's wrong with you? I can't get enough. That's fine. Good information. Looks like there's still some good mess left. Military grade whiskey. And you got an item, hard tech. That is increase your armor by 5 for the rest of the day. Increase your muscle moxie for the rest of the day. Gain 20 experience. Yes, sir. Sorry, I'm going to be all up in this. What does Moxie do? Moxie give you much? That's pretty much charisma. Okay, cool. One more, mysticality. The cupper's bear, also not really cupper.
You're gonna read some of these?
I'll be.
You got the shaker of salt pepper.
The shaker salt. This is the subject of classic comedy, and this is the Last Supper. Saltpeter. Blech. Beyond cleaning. If only I had more lockpicks. You hear the sound of several goblins snoring inside the tent. Not bothering. Not letting them sleep. Okay.
Greg, I think you just be all the goblins.
You be all the goblins.
Oh, lots of goblins.
This shelf still has some unlooted medical supplies. Loot them. Army field trauma kits and military grade whiskey. You can't drink like 2 of them, can I?
Well, that's what your liver is. So everything has a liver value. All consumables have a liver value.
Oh, okay, so like right now the liver is 1 of 1.
Yeah.
So you've already filled your liver.
Okay.
So if you die or sleep, that goes away.
I see.
Well, I think, yeah.
So that was my stomach. So what's spleen? Is that like... Because that'd be stomach. I'll figure that out as I go. Based on the papers and the anatomically diagrams scattered across its surface, you guess that this desk belongs to Fort Cowardice's nurse. Look at the papers. The papers are mostly just boring medical records, dental daguerreotypes,
Lamentations of the women.
That antibiotics haven't been discovered yet, and the kind of thing. Hey, wait, what's this? This looks like it might be important. Marching orders. Look at the diagrams. They're just a bunch of disgusting drawings of sliced open bodies. This is a set of army marching orders from before all of the army marching orders were march back east just as fast as your livered little yellow-bellied feet can go, you damnable cowards. Read them. This is a set of marching orders directly of the Rifle Division to Fort Alldead, far to the north of Dirtwater. Alldead is now unlocked treachery territory up there. A gal ought to be careful. Will do. Cool. That needs to unlock save cracking. That's something I gotta learn too. The sign has Goblin's word for toilet on it, which makes it seem pretty likely that goblins use this tent as a toilet. No way you're going to go there. Ooh, this mishap definitely got somebody fired. Yeah, I'll take that unusually sized cannonball. A demi-culverin cannonball. The cannonball is made to fit of demi-culverin, a cannon with a bore diameter of 10 centimeters. No demi-less, no demi-more.
Clever.
Greg wasn't ready for that to hit him. Are you done at Fort Cowardice for now?
I think so.
Well, you want to go to the Cavern Canyon?
Yeah. It'd be a waste to go back at this point. Some cheap whiskey. You're afraid for a second that your booze sense had been replaced with some kind of rock sense. Nice. Danger. Spider. Weapons. This crate has weapons scrawled on it in black paint. Open it up. A fancy knife. You dig through the crate. It's mostly full of packed straw, but you find a fancy knife in the bottom. You hear sudden chittering coming from the big hole behind you. That does 7 to 9, which I think my crowbar does less than that. 5 to 6. Yep. Yeah, that's an upgrade.
Is that an offhand weapon, though?
I think that's main hand. Nice. Oop. Oh no! I ruined it.
Yep.
Well, that's what I get. Really ruined that one.
Can you open that door?
Maybe. Looks like it's got some. I did not read that. The tunnel behind somebody goes straight up. There's no way to go through it unless you're a huge spider.
All right.
Or if you had the ring that would help you get the other spider that you just missed.
Spider. Yeah.
Brian,
Yeah.
new rule.
Yeah.
Read everything.
I meant to read that and I ruined it. Just like I didn't mean to go outside of the cave. Really ruined that one. You can see the gang on the other side of this big pile of junk, but you're not going to be able to get from them from this end. Maybe if you had more legs or you're able to pick up your way through it. Yeah. Way to go, Ryan. Ruined everything. As is tradition. You hear a horrible skittering noise, followed by a scream, followed by more horrible skittering noises, followed by more screams, followed by rapping noises, followed by some muffled screams. Then there's more skittering, then silence. Why don't we go inside? The gang has been prepped for spider consumption. Don't do anything just yet. The poor chef is chained to the wall, his eyes widen as you approach.
Hey, you're not one of them. Are you here to rescue me?
Sure.
Oh, thank goodness.
He thrusts his hands into yours and shakes vigorously.
I'm Doug.
Victoria, how'd you do, Doug?
Well, I've been chained up to this dank cave for weeks, cooking for those stripey-hatted idiots.
That sounds awful.
You want to know the worst part? There's a perfectly good oven 8 feet to my right and a shelf of perfectly good ingredients 8 feet to my left.
How's the worst part?
Chain's only 4 foot long.
Ah, that's rough.
I know, right? There I was, fresh out of culinary school, with a million meat idea in my head, and now here I am, 4 feet shy of my dreams, cooking the same pot of soup over and over again.
What million meat idea?
You promised not to steal my idea, right?
Yeah, promise.
Okay then. It's a new kind of sandwich, or maybe a taco. It's so revolutionary that I'm not quite sure where it fits in the whole hand food taxonomy, to be honest. Anyway, in the middle of it, there's a sausage. But it's a sausage made from the cheapest possible parts of the pig, ground up so finely that you can't identify them anymore.
Okay.
And it's served on a long split roll, which soaks up the grease so you can't tell how fatty the sausage is. And the best part? The name. You ready to hear the name?
Sure.
I call it the Hot Doug.
Oh, the hot.
What do you think?
I think it sounds great.
Thanks.
He sighs.
Not that any of this even matters. Even if I did get off this chain, there's no point in hanging around in this empty cave making hot dogs for just myself. I don't even like the taste of them.
Except shot in dirt water.
Brilliant. You're a genius, Victoria. Hot dogs for sale, all day, every day. I'll make a mint. Say, there's an idea. What if I added mint in the sausage mixture?
You help him break his chains. He leaves the cave, hauling the oven and the shelf full of ingredients, muttering to himself about the new sausage recipe. That's that then. All right.
Well, you helped out Doug.
At least we did something in this cave.
I mean, you've done them right.
The gang has been prepped for spider consumption. Let's arrest them. Stack the cocoons on the back of your horse, except for one which Gary offers to drag, and heads back to the dirt water jail.
I drag.
Is that the stripy hat gang? Sorry. Is that the stripy hat gang? What happened to them?
They had a bad run-in with a giant spider of justice.
Fortunately, the reward is for results rather than explanations.
Get 1,000 mate, 33 experience. Groovy.
All right, well, I think that's a great place to stop for now. So until next time, thank you for watching.